How was your March? In this video, we'll be reflecting on the past couple months, talking through the process of this piece for our monthly illustration, and giving some channel updates for the month of April. So, let's jump into it. Hello, my name is Jade, and I like to paint with pixels. Welcome back! I hope y'all don't mind. We're just gonna do a screen capture of my iPad for this month's draw with me, because I'm just not taking any chances after what happened to the footage last month. I didn't know how to fix it. It was like really pink. I don't know what happened with my iPhone, but anyways. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you got yourself a snack or a bev. My bev of the day is a warm cup of breakfast tea. Feeling fancy. It's not that fancy. Anyways, if you're working on something, I hope that I can be some good company while you're here. So, what are we drawing today? For today's illustration, I wanted to do something in line with the start of spring, and what better theme to have than spring cleaning? I feel like it's a popular topic at the Mo, and though I haven't really started yet, I have plans for it. We'll get into that a bit later. But this felt like a perfect theme to introduce my character Lulu. She is a bunny character, and she's actually the second character that I made right after Fern, my little bear character. I think she's a good choice with this month's theme because I always thought of her being sort of the opposite personality of Fern. She's quite quiet and composed most of the time, and likes to stay organized. And I feel like that contrast between their two personalities actually gels quite well together, and they sort of bring out the best in each other. She keeps Fern a bit more organized, whereas Fern helps her try out new things, and that creates some really nice memories together. One thing I noticed from making the initial sketch is that I'm still struggling with proportions a bit, and I keep making the arms and the torso longer than I originally intended, but I want to include my characters more in my videos, so I think it'll be a good opportunity to practice drawing them in different poses, sort of like the 2-minute pose exercise that I did a couple weeks back. I was having a lot of fun in the sketching phase, just adding in little details to help tell a story a bit more about Lulu and her space and how she likes to keep it. I did a drawing a while ago. I think it was like one of the first drawings that I did of my characters, but it's basically where Fern and Lulu are looking over to see Daisy, who's their neighbor, see her garden, and they were in such like awe of how nice her garden looks. It was like inspirational for them, and they were like, we want to be like Daisy, all pun intended. But I wanted to try and reflect that in how Lulu decorates her space. So there's a lot of floral elements dotted around to try and show her love for flowers and just nature in general. I actually really enjoyed drawing the little floral prints that are in the background. I've been really enjoying flowers in my flower project, which is finally complete. Woo! So I might make a larger version of those, but because I'm still in the vibe of it. I'm still really enjoying drawing flowers, and drawing them in full color. It might be good practice for my color theory explorations as well. It feels strange because it's been 2 months since the last proper update from me, and honestly I've been a bit all over the place in that time as well. My mental health has not been the best. It's been pretty rough. I've been pretty low for a while. And I'm not gonna go into detail here because I feel like it's important to keep aspects of my personal life private on here and, you know, set boundaries. But I also didn't want to hide the feeling itself because I think it's definitely had an impact on my creative hobbies, and I feel like it's important to recognize that and share in case other people are feeling the same way as well. Things like my week daily doodles have just sort of stopped happening, which I feel bad about. And it's been much harder to start it up again after stopping, especially after doing it for so long. It's weird because it's both harder to drop the habit, but also pick it up again after a really long time. and the only thing that I've really kept up with is the couple videos that I've posted over the past couple months and my alphabet superset project. And I've been posting shorts here and on Instagram as well. And I actually finished it this week, which feels so wild to say, as I've been working on it for over half a year now. But I'm really proud of what I made. And I'm planning on making a couple videos about it in the future. I'd love to share my process and kind of share how I've been working on bigger projects, how to keep up with it, and show all the flowers and all the extra details that I've been wanting to talk about, but didn't really get the chance to in the little journal entries that I made. And these were going to be videos planned out for this month, but that's actually what I'd like to talk about next. I'm going to take a little break from making longer videos. At the moment, I'm thinking it'll be for the rest of the month of April, but we'll check back in at the end of the month and see how we are. This feels a bit strange to do when I've just mentioned all my plans of the videos I want to make for this month, but I know they'll still happen, just a little later down the line. I think what I realized when I had an unintentional break from making a video last week, because I was on a holiday, is that I don't really have the capacity to do a long video every week as I had originally planned, based on just how I'm doing at the moment, and it feels a bit too much for me on top of my other commitments. My plan for one video a week was really made when I was thinking about when I'm at my absolute best and at my 100%, and I should really create a goal that is more in line with even if I'm not at my best or 100%. And then anything that I do on top of that is kind of like a happy bonus. So I want to spend April having my own little spring clean for making videos and doing art and just all my creative projects, and really have some time to reflect and reorganize what I want to do, because I still absolutely want to do these things, but I just might have to switch around some of the frequency so that it's still manageable for me to do. It feels kind of hard to admit that I'm like just over capacity at the moment, but I know that I want to be honest on this channel, and not being at 100% of your capacity all the time to do all the creative hobbies that you enjoy doing is completely valid, and it's completely understandable, and I think it's good to recognize when that is the case. Approaching these things in different ways is all part of the process, and keeping these things bringing you joy. And you gotta take care of yourself so that you can still do these hobbies when you're feeling a bit better. I also know that the videos that I do have planned for things like the flower project will be a lot better with having this time to find a better plan for how to approach that, and just videos in general. I'm very hyped to share more about my little world building project in the future, when I'm ready. I do have some short videos that are already ready to go over the month of April, so be on the lookout for those, but I hope y'all don't mind the little hiatus from the longer videos for a little while. I do still stream for a couple hours once a week on Twitch. At the moment, that is on a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. UK time, so if you still want to hang out in the meantime, I'd love for y'all to stop by. With that, this is the final result. This piece turned out to be a lot more symbolic than I had originally intended when I first had the idea, but I really like how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know how your spring cleaning is going. I'll see you in the next one. Take care out there. Goodbye!